Welcome to Waco, Texas, home of the Baylor Bears and McLean Stadium. Boats lining the brasses as the Baylor line is ready to welcome the Bears onto the field. Today, an in-state battle between two teams from the state of Texas, and when you face off against another squad from the Lone Star State, the emotions tend to run a little higher. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Bears will kick it away to start. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Houston Cougars offense will have the football first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Moran. The short hands, it's Thurman. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Gonna take a shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's gonna go. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. From the gun. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Wants to go up top. Back's got it. Touchdown, Houston. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting the drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Baylor's offense will go to work for the first time today. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got it behind the line. It's Manziel. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. After that last completion, it's second down. Motion from the wide receiver. On the option. They go to the ground. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. And the Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Bears will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. On the option. Spins away from the defense. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Dropping back, it's Moran. Intercepted for the 11th time. Taking it the other way. He's at the touchdown, Bears! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Toss to the outside. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. Looking to throw, it's James. Right on the money. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Makes the stop at the 49, give him 5 yards on the play and a first down.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense Isn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And the Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Quarterback on the keeper. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Moran. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. He'll set up to throw. A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got his man quickly. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Looking for a gap. It's Turner. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to throw, it's James. Got a man, it's Turner. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
From the gun on 3rd down. He'll take a deep shot here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Right back to it. Runs through a tackle. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Now on the option.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great 2nd down opportunity.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game. Running more, throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. They're going to run it to the right. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
On the run, it's Turner. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. The Bears with the 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Back to pass. It's James. Got it set up on the outside. No siree, not this time. defense was there and ready for that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The snap sets up the throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. And the Bears decide to punt it away. And the returner will be dragged down. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's for the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Working that left side. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
And the Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the air, it's Moran. Get it out on the screen. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action on 1st down. Unleashes one. Oh, it's picked off. Got room on the return. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the 1st half.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
And this just hasn't been his day, man. He's already thrown some interceptions and leaving the ball short, just not getting to his receiver. He's got to do something to change the mojo up, because right now he's not playing well, and at this rate, he might be going to the pond.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. To throw, it's James. Makes the grab, it's Turner. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bears can really attack on this second and short. Sets up the screen. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Kick is in the air. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Takes a handoff. It's Pitts. At the 35, he's loose. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement.
There he goes. Got the first down and more. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's James. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. The physical matchup there. Third down coming. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's going to take off. He won't have enough for the first down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be 4th down. And the Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll give it to the back. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They're working that left side. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Flips it out in the flat. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cougars come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Moran. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down, 4th down coming from the 48.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Looking deep down the right side. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. The Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Runs through the tackle. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
Handoff from the gun. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cougars really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Goes to the option. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. He'll keep it himself. Turning it on! Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They'll try the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. They'll run play action. Quickly to the tight end. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
To the air. It's James. They've got the screen set up. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. And this one is perfect. And the 3-ball gives us a tie.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Give to the running back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Firing to the right, complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Cougars are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Houston will be forced to punt. Got it near midfield. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The give. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Skips away from pressure. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Scanning the field, it's James. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The give to the back. Spins away from the defender. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the...
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Touchdown, Bears! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
In this kind of game where it's only one possession, one play could make the difference. And that time the quarterback got a little too greedy. The defender jumps in front, picks it off, pads the lead for his team. We still got a lot of football to go here, but that was a massive play for the defense.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense...
Oh, he's got some space. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Little touch pass to the receiver. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. To the air, it's Moran. Unloads it downfield. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. They get to him as he throws. It's complete. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. Wants to throw again. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The give and tick, 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 tick. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts to save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Gives it on the option. Hard running there. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's a draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. The Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. On the option. And the ball is free off to the races to the right. Can you believe this? A catastrophic mistake leads to a defensive touchdown, and now we're a point away from a tie game.
Man, what an awesome game. This is exactly, guys, when we were talking to coaches. They knew it would come down to the last minute. It would be competitive. And how about that? The offense coming through, tying this football game. Well, an extra point away from tying this football game up. And now, 2-minute drill on the other side. Who can execute? Who can make a big play down this stretch? Maybe go down the field, get a field goal. We got a good finish coming.
He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Man, they wanted that lead to go for it, and it paid off. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he'll just take him to end this drive. We'll start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw. It's James. Makes the grab. It's Manziel. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. Buys a little extra time. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to pass. He wants a big play here late. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses...
Now will big time in.
Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll ride his man on the option. Still on his feet at the 45. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.